Hello,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Hello,
Nice to meet you
Katrina.
too.
Hello.
Hello, Katrina.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Hello, Nilanjana. Let's Nilanjana introduce herself.
I teach English language and literature. I'm a primary teacher, but I have taught children, college students through Skype, and I love to teach children. And these online classes, due to COVID-19, quite a great and interesting platform for children. They're learning. Now, the difference I feel on online teaching is that earlier it was just a device to play video games. But now children are also exploring that how we can get connected on a global platform, and that it can be used, it can be used to educate oneself. So I feel it's really interesting. Plus, what happens is that in our school, the Mothers International, we follow Sri Aurobindo. Like he was a very renowned person in India. So we follow the traditional method wherein we do not resort to any kind of technology. It's plain teaching, like hands learning by doing things, not through internet or something. But now I feel, because I have taught in various other schools who use smart boards and all, I find it very convenient that on one topic I can show them various videos, I can share the whiteboard, I can make use of several other things to make teaching more effective. That's yes. That's
Well, I'm glad you were saying that live, because of course that's the whole movement that we've been trying to do, is to get people to get outside the box.
Yes, yes.
You know, that what we do in the classroom doesn't really open up all of the learning opportunities that there are available to our kids. So in that sense, I guess we can thank the virus for forcing everybody to look at how we can learn in a different way, isn't it?
Yes.
And I think this group is awesome, because it allows us to do something and explore things that we can then take back to our learners and share back and forth.
I would like to add something here, is that few of my parents, like we give free education to the underprivileged kids in our school. Although it's one of the best in India, we do give that privilege to them. So it was really heartening to come to know that those parents who are, really, really underprivileged, they can barely manage to eat, arrange for a meal a day. They ended up buying mobile phones for their children so that they can study online. And that was like, that was really overwhelming for all of us.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that is such a key to what is happening. And we believe where learning and education really can grow and go. And focus is being able to build those learning centers and communities within all the communities that can connect this way as well. Yeah. So thank you for that. We have lost our other new one. She will be back. And Rana is here. And so we're going to actually start today's reading theater with Grace. And Grace is going to share with us a little bit about what went on over the last few months with the illness back in Cameroon, where she's separated, and the loss of her grandmother and some of the customs. And she's going to share that with us. And then we'll read. The Reader's Theater is in honor of her grandmother.
Thank you, Tracy. I'll be honored if you can make me the host so that I share some pictures and videos.
I can do that. Just a second. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait a second. I'll find you.
Okay, so while you're doing it, I'll wish to say that for the past weeks, it has not been very easy for me, my family, because we lost our grandmother. And like part of our custom and tradition, we always mourn. We mourn the dead, and despite the fact that we mourn the dead, we also do celebrate the dead. So I'll like try to share some pictures on how it is being done in my custom first. That was the picture of my grandmom. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the picture of my grandmom. She died at the age of 80 and plus. Well, we didn't really know when she died. And when the first thing we do is during the burial process, we have a wake keep where we dance, we sing, and the next day people go to the mortuary to take the corpse. And from the mortuary, we move to the church where we have a church. We have a church where a sermon is being passed in her honor. So that's the church where we have some singing. So you just watch the video. So that's a little bit of how it works in my culture. Sorry, I'm not very versed. I'm still struggling to maneuver with this. So these are the pictures of how it works from the church. They move to the burial ground. And after the burial ground, we have some traditional rites, dances, people dancing, celebrating, and our cousins, the grandchildren, the family coming together to share a meal, yeah, in her honor, and also like a symbol of a family being together, like we can see from this video.
I wish we could hear the music and the singing, because it's one of the things I most love about Africa was the music and singing during these times.
So that's the way we share. We always share a meal together during that process, and at the end, the family is blessed. We take away any form of backwardness in the family and everything. And so I am happy to share this with us today because my grandmom was a lover of cats. She really loved cats very much because she always dry groundnuts, corn, maize, and a lot of things, and rats will come eat it. So she always want cats to come send all those things away. And I too, I did wish this because I'm also a lover of cats myself. Like we can see this picture that my cat back in Cameroon, me carrying the cat on my back so that it should sleep like a baby. Yeah, he's called Milou, and I carry Milou on my back so that Milou can sleep. Wow. So I'm also a lover of cats, so I'm happy to share a part of me and my experiences with my grandmother's burial and why I actually choose this Widas Theater. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. That was beautiful and wonderful. I'm going to take back the hosting, I think, somehow.
Yeah.
No.
And Grace, what is there in that big bowl? What is there?
Okay, it's a traditional meal. We call it achu and yellow soup. You see, the soup is yellow, and we have the achu, and it's being made in the form of a circle, which symbolizes unity in the family. And the soup inside, because in the soup you have the meat and everything. The soup is the people living in that community and in unity. So you eat it in a circular manner. I
Yes,
can also be
thank you.
open for some questions and clarity.
Okay, I supposedly am back to host here, but I still have your screen. So you need to stop sharing screen.
Okay, stop share.
There. Here we are again. Okay,
Yes.
that was wonderful. So tell them a little bit. The reason I couldn't really send you all the story, as I did with the other original that we wrote, was because she sort of scanned it from Cameroon to you to me or something like that, and I had to try and do it off of something we printed. It wasn't really that readable, but tell us a little bit about how you ended up getting the story to me.
Okay, that I want to say that when traveling, that is a story I've been teaching my students back in Cameroon. Students after completing the secondary school, I don't know how you call it, where you are, and moving to Form 1. So that is the literature textbook we used to, we teachers used to use in teaching the Form 1 students back in Cameroon. So when I learned about this readers theater, I thought about the folk tales we used to teach, because before even teaching it, that was a book my elder brother has been reading, and I've been familiar with the story before teaching it as a teacher. So I was so excited and decided to share part of our Cameroonian folk tales by Agnes Ngoh Nzuh, who's the author. And I called my friend to snap the story and send to me via WhatsApp. So she snapped and sent to me via WhatsApp. And now Tracy and I, we work on it to put it in the form of a reader's theater. So I also wish this story so that when sharing, my students, they'll read from me, they'll understand how they can transform, because it's also part of reading. They'll also see the steps in how you can use a prose text to transform it into a reader's theater, to make it more interactive, and teachers can also copy this form to not just sitting and reading and reading and reading, but segmenting it into a reader's theater so that students can also read and act and have fun when studying. So in this light, I just salute all my teachers back in Cameroon, Madam Ronku, Madam Claudia, Madam Yvonne, Mr. Anyang, and all that, and saying that we really love you more, and we really wish you join us towards this wonderful adventure.
Wow, I don't need to do an ad, do I? I guess that's what it's all about. And so with that, I'm going to look at the parts of the Reader's Theater, and we'll take our parts. Now, I have not been recording this on our Zoom for a reason. As we found on Saturday, if I record the reading of what we're doing, and when I stop the meeting, it sends me an email with the reading so that I can then share that back to the group, and it becomes a much, much more effective way of reviewing what we read and being able to make corrections than trying to go back and skim through the text. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to sort of change the format a bit with how we do this, because to be able to get the video, I have to close the meeting, which means we all have to come back to the meeting again and restart and all that. So what I'm thinking, and let me see, because you are my guides, is that we'll finish the reading and I'll stop the video. we'll discuss on our own a little bit, but we won't review the reading until Wednesday, and that will be our first activity. So that we'll then go back and we'll listen to the reading and we'll watch and be able to make the corrections and then move to the second reading. I don't know how that works for you because I know it means you got to kind of wait for that feedback and listening to it, but it's the only way without saying, okay, everybody, we're going to leave and we're going to come back. Okay, what do you think? Do you think that would work? Yeah. Okay, because it really was so effective Saturday when we did that. And not only that, but you might have other people that come in with us on Wednesday. And it isn't just the reading and the correcting of the different things and vocabulary. It's being able to hear your mistakes or hear somebody else's and then be able to use your skills to correct those mistakes, because you're the English teachers. You have to be able to hear and be able to do that as well. So I really think that it was an awesome tool that we discovered. It just means we have to change a little bit about the format of how we do it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And is Rehana here?
Rehana she's got everything off, but
Yes,
yes,
I'm
she
here.
is.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Today is our Eid day.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you and get rid of this. And here we are. Okay, now that's where my problem is going to be, I think. Is to figure out how I'm going to start the video when I'm sharing the screen. Okay, right there. All right, I don't want to do that yet. I just wanted to see where it was and until we get our parts. So we have the cat, which is obviously I've got down for Grace. Okay. Rat. Ash, would you like to be Rat?
Yeah, please.
And Mustaf, would you like to be the lion?
Yeah.
The king of animals.
Brianna, what about the squirrel?
Okay. Squirrel.
Squirrel?
Okay.
Olga, can you do old woman?
And we haven't got Olga.
Nadia.
Nadia.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not, let me look at everybody again here. Oops. Who else have we got here? A new,
Nilanjana.
New and Jana. Okay, I've not got her name. And New and Jana, how about narrator 1?
All right.
And we got anybody else? Katrina, narrator 2?
Okay.
We haven't got anybody else there yet?
Only you.
Only me. Okay, I'll do narrator 4 because I might remember 4. And let's get Nadia. How about doing narrator 3 too?
Okay.
Because you're an old hand at doing more than one. So I'm going to be, I found out where to do this just a minute ago. Now where was it? Somewhere. Be able to start that up. Okay. We are now recording to the cloud, and we are doing Why Cats Live in the House, Tales from the Grassland and the Forest. And Grace, how do you pronounce the author's name?
Unmute yourself, Grace. Unmute.
Agnes Ngoh Nzuh.
Agnes Ngoh Nzuh.
Ngoh Nzuh. Nzuh.
H is mispronounced.
And And this is Irita's theater that was adapted by Grace and myself in memory of her grandmother. Narrator 1.
We start?
Yes.
Many years ago, all animals lived happily together in the forest. They loved one another and always shared their food with one another peacefully.
Cat and rat were loved very much by all the animals because they were smart. They carried information from one animal to another, to the other, sir.
They also informed the other animals to go into hiding whenever an enemy was around.
Whenever Cat gave the animals useful information, it was decorated. Sometimes they rubbed it with black, brown, or white colors. That is why, up to date, Cat has so many beautiful colors.
Rat was only given one color, black, because it was very small and lived in the soil.
But as the years went by, the forest messengers were not truthful. One day, Uncle Lion gave Cat some meat and grains.
I want you to take this parcel to my nephew Dog.
I'm too tired to take this parcel to Dog. I will ask Rat to take the parcel for me. Rat, my friend, you will certainly take this parcel and give it to Dog.
Certainly. I wonder what is in the parcel. I think I shall open it and see.
Well, we all know what it was he found.
Yes, Rat thought and thought what to do.
I wonder, should I take this meat and grains to Dog or bring it home to share with my family?
Of course, he decided to take it home and they all had a very nice meal.
The next day,
Did you give the parcel to Dog?
Yes, I gave it to Dog and it was very happy.
The same day,
Did you give Dog the parcel?
I gave the parcel to Dog. It was very happy with it.
You see, Cat told a lie to Lion because it wanted another color.
2 months later, Dog visited its uncle Lion.
Did you see the parcel?
and we haven't got a Dog.
Dog left. Which parcel are you talking about, Uncle?
The parcel that I sent to you through Cat.
But Uncle, I didn't receive any parcel from Cat.
So Lion and Dog decided to find out what happened to the parcel.
Cat, did you really give the parcel to Dog?
Yes, of course, I did.
Perhaps we should go to Dog. He said he never received the parcel.
Please, please, let me tell you the truth now.
Do you mean you didn't tell me the truth before? If you don't tell me the truth, I will tell the big animals to take off all the colors we gave you.
I was very, very tired the day you sent me to Dog. So I gave the parcel to Rat to go and give Dog. The following day, when I met Rat, it told me it has given the parcel.
Why did you not tell me the truth from the beginning? I must tell the other animals that you are a liar.
If the big animals decide to take off my colors, then I will die. I must get to Rat.
Lion told the story to big animals. Cat was invited. The big animals then asked Cat to tell them the truth.
It is because I wanted another color that I lied to Lion that I handed the parcel to Dog myself.
The big animals decided that Cat must be punished for having told lies to Lion. They also decided that Cat must bring Rat to them.
Clever Fox advised the big animals not to send Cat to find Rat. So they decided to send the best friend of Rat, who was a squirrel, to see what Rat was doing.
Squirrel was reluctant to go see Rat, but since it did not like lies, it obeyed the big animals and went to invite Rat.
When Squirrel arrived, he saw Rat and its family feeding on pieces of meat and grain.
It is true that you did not hand the parcel the cat gave you to give the dog. I must go and tell the big animals. The cat must not be punished for nothing.
Squirrel went back and reported what he had seen. When Rat heard that the big animals want to see it, it was afraid.
Ash.
Is Ashley?
Ash. He's out.
He's out.
The truth has been discovered. I will be punished severely if I meet the big animals.
The animals waited and waited to see Rat, but Rat did not come.
Cat, if we don't see Rat, you will be punished.
Please allow me to fetch Rat to you.
The big animals agreed, and Cat ran straight to Rat's house.
My friend, are you the one who wants me killed? Why did you eat the parcel I gave to you to give Dog? You meet me the next day and told me a lie. I cannot suffer alone.
Cat caught the Rat by the neck and ran very fast to give Rat to the big animals.
But when the big animals saw Rat in Cat's mouth, they started laughing.
And Cat laughed too.
Rat fell off its mouth and quickly ran to a hiding place.
The animals were disappointed that Rat had escaped. Some big animals proposed that Cat should be punished.
Cat, they said, had not told the lion the truth from the beginning.
Others proposed on their part that Cat should not be punished.
They said it had been a hard work before.
A final decision was taken. Cat was asked to bring back Rat.
Never come back here until you bring Rat to us alive. We wanted Rat alive.
Where can Rat be? I've looked for months and I can't find it anywhere.
I know where Rat is. Rat is hiding in a hole under a big tree.
Cat went there immediately, but Rat smelled Cat and ran away.
Cat gave chase.
Rat ran into an old woman's house and Cat followed.
Rat climbed into the old woman's barn.
Old woman, allow me to stay with you. I will take care of your grains. I will make sure weevils do not eat your grains.
Oh, that would make me very happy. Later, when Cat arrived, what do you want in my house?
Old woman, Rat is not a good friend to live with. The rat will eat all your grains. The rat is a thief.
The old woman trying to see what Rat was doing and saw Rat was eating grains.
You are right, Cat. Will you chase Rat away?
I will gladly do so, old woman.
Cat chased Rat.
It caught Rat and killed it.
Cat tore rat into pieces and ate it, saying,
I will eat you just as you ate the parcel.
Then Cat suddenly remembered. The big animals asked Cat to bring Rat alive.
Oh, I cannot return to the forest anymore. I was asked to bring Rat alive. If I tell the animals the truth, that I've eaten Rat, they will never believe me.
So Cat went back to Old Woman.
Will you let me live in your house? I will chase all rats away.
I would like that very much.
And that is why cats live in houses rather than in the forest.
Okay.
That was interesting, very interesting.
Yes.
Yes, and Grace did a good job today. Yes, she was.
Grace, it was
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes, she was.
You were the cat all the way, right down from being the pussy to the tiger. Oh, yeah. And I'm glad, Georgia, you were able to come back and enjoy and watch a little bit of it so that you could get an idea what it's about. And you know, these are all videoed, both, well, they're live, and also I try to make videos on our YouTube channel for you to be able to go back and watch as well, and to share with your students. Let them be critics and let them find mistakes and listen and read and watch. You know, that's why we do this. But what I love most is to go back and look when Grace and I first started this 3 weeks ago, sort of, to what she's doing now.
Yes.
The immense growth of both her language, her expression, just everything, you know, has grown so much. And that's another reason why I say these are also the kinds of things that are our assessments of our students. I don't want or need to sit and ask Grace to explain to me what she's learning in Reader's Theaters or how she's improved or what she's doing or, you know, true and false questions. All I need to do is just watch and look to see what's happening. And I think, to me, the greatest assessment is being able to share and do those skills with others that you've learned. So now I did stop that reading, and so we won't really be able to see how that went. And I don't know how. Grace, did we actually forget to add dog into the script and not realize it? We did. We're going to have to go back and put dog back in there, because we went through it and we reread it and the whole bit, and neither one of us saw the dog isn't listed as a character.
Yeah.
So we need to fix that up, if that's okay.
Are there whiskers on your face?
Yes.
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 She painted them before.
Isn't it great? So what did you think about the story? Did you enjoy the story and the way it flowed this way?
Yes, very much.
I enjoyed
That's
this.
nice.
Very nice.
And Grace, do you want to talk a little bit about how we ended up doing the story, how we ended up breaking it up?
Yeah, when we had the pictures that have been snapped and sent to us via WhatsApp, I sent a copy to Tracy and had a copy. And so Tracy started by looking at where the dialogue is focused. We look at the dialogue where the interaction is, because it's a whole long story. So that's where we took the interactions and brought up characters from the story and now says what each character is saying. And in some places we had to add the stage direction. I don't know how you call it. We had to include the stage direction, that the words that will show the mood of the character or how the character should act. Like when they say so we had to add the stage direction, and also edited some of the names of the characters. Instead of putting dog in small g, instead of putting it in small g, it was written in a big G to sound as a name as a proper name in full. And we also use an app where, is it an app? I don't know how Tracy used it, where when she does, she sends it to me. I do the editing and send it to her. And we also have a couple of meetings to review the work together to it actually arrive this stage.
We had a good time.
Yep.
And we both see, and that's what's so much fun, when we both overlook the fact that we never added dog in there as a character.
Yeah. We never really, I didn't even realize dog is not a character. So
that was funny. So now we know, and we'll fix that. But the hopes is, now this is our second original theater. Katrina and I did one before, and I'm hoping that we're going to continue kind of growing our library of readers' theaters, so that we can not only share them out, but make a collection of them and then use them to sell. You know, because it is also a matter of being able to help. We are sponsored, by the way, here. Readers Theater is sponsored by Next Generation Global Education, which is the organization I'm founder of, and of the Matrix of a Learner. I have been to Cameroon, to Grace's Better World Cameroon, and I've been to a number of other countries in Africa and in India and in Nepal, and we have many projects that are going on there. And the biggest problem that we face in being able to set up the Matrix Learning Centers, as we hope to globally, is the technology and getting the technology to the communities. Because each community or each learning center's got to have the computer, and it's got to have the internet. We've got the video camera and a printer, just the basics in their center to be able to then collaboratively work globally as we are now. And so that's what we hope to be able to raise the funds for, to be able to support Better World Cameroon and other projects like I think Change Napoli's mission. If Pradeep is there watching, and Hip Academy, if Livingstone is watching, and we have so many different projects around the world and people around the world. So this is a way to be able to connect us and work together to help each other and to help them as well. And so with that, I'm going to say thank you. If nobody has any questions about the reading, we will meet again on Wednesday. Please, if you have kids you want to bring them in. We're going to first review what we read, okay? And then after that, we'll do our second one. And this was a little different because all of the theaters that we've been doing have been kind of fairy tale, fantasy, or whatever. And I wanted to show you how you can develop a reader's theater to teach academic subjects. So it's a very simple one, and it's going to teach us a little bit about the water cycle. And I want us to think a little bit more outside the box, and we can begin also writing readers' theaters to teach all different kinds of things, depending upon what your specialty is.
Nice.
If you have a story or something like that that you want to share with me, for me to look at to see whether we can flip it into a readers' theater, I'd love to get it. You can share it on the Messenger, in the club group, or in my email. The one thing is that there has to be the ability to turn actions into words, into dialogue. And once in a while I get one that it's really hard to be able to find a way to be able to flip it. But anyhow, so we're going to grow and get bigger and bigger and better, as Dr. Seuss would say.
Yeah.
and I'm going to actually take us off of Facebook now and say goodbye to all of our Facebook people who are joining us. You can join us live here in the group and be a part of us firsthand. If you go to our English Reader Theaters Club group on Facebook, all the information is right there.